Guys, you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for Crumbl. Sometimes. Sometimes they're delicious and I feel so grateful, and other times they're disgusting, nasty. Speaking of giving thanks, today I am taste testing Crumbl's Thanksgiving week of cookies. Now yes, let me address the elephant in the room. Last week, I didn't review Crumbl Cookies. I got a lot of comments saying, Timmy, why didn't you do it? I feel lost without you. First of all, thank you. Second of all, last week, like 4 new fast food items came out and I was overwhelmed by them, so I just did not have time. I'm sorry about it. But this week I do. So I'm gonna taste test each cookie, give you my honest opinion, rate them from 1 to 10, and let you know if Crumbl is worth trying this week. Okay, so the cookie flavors are, hold on, milk chocolate chip always, salted caramel cheesecake, pumpkin pie, oh my God. Pumpkin pie is like my favorite pie, one of my favorite desserts ever. So I'm so pumped to try that one. Is this crooked? I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. And then we have Cranberry White Chip featuring ocean spray. Isn't ocean spray a juice? Is this cookie filled with juices? And then we have the maple cinnamon roll cookie and the brand new cookie chocolate sprinkle. So I feel like half of these cookies have a Thanksgiving theme. The pumpkin one, the cranberry one, and the cinnamon roll. And then the rest are just kind of like random cookies. So not the most cohesive week. They could have popped in there some apple pie, some blueberry, maybe an eggnog flavor, something like that. But they didn't. So kind of disappointed already, but there's a pumpkin pie flavor, so I can't complain. Let's open them up and see how they look. I'm ready! I love this part. Oh my God. Oh, let me know. How do they look? Ooh, I smell like syrup. That's not pleasant. It smells like a brown sugar armpit. Ah, they're pretty. Okay, that salted caramel one just pops. It's so shiny. Wow. Okay, so we have the pumpkin pie one. It's not as orange as I thought it would be. And the texture of the filling looks a little curdled or something. It looks a little like grainy. So that's fun. And then we have the salted caramel cheesecake. Looks fantastic. Chocolate chip, the basic queen that we know and some of us love. And then we have the brand new chocolate sprinkle, looks very basic too. We have the maple cinnamon roll. This is the stinky one. It's too strong, guys. It is like burning my nostril hairs off with that maple scent, that odor. That odor comes from a tree. And then we have the cranberry ocean spray juicy queen. So, visually, they look decent. Pumpkin pie's not as pretty as I thought she would be, but sometimes that's just the case. She catfished me. Let's just cut off the top so I can get my thumbnail. Always do that. Oh, by the way, guys, subscribe to my channel, Timmy's Takeout, for more fast food reviews and full menu taste tests. I usually do Crumbl reviews. Subscribe for those as well. Oh, last thing, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that gave me super thanks on my last couple videos. You guys have been so sweet. I'm so grateful. Thank you to Diane Gemello, Selfless Flower, Bex Gen X, Jackie Lee, Karen M, Trey DePlug, something random that you understand, that's the username. Okay, Christy Doe and Mrs. Fu. Thank you guys. I am dedicating this week of Crumbl to you. Hopefully it's delicious. If it's not, then it's undedicated. I really don't like this one smell. It's just, it's giving attention seeker. It's giving sniff me, choose me, love me. Grey's Anatomy stands. Know what I'm talking about. But what about me, Denny? What about me? Oh, love that show so much. Okay, I'm gonna get my thumbnail. I'm sweating, guys, because I just exercised, did some cardio. Anyways, I'm gonna get my thumbnail, and then we're gonna start feasting on this Thanksgiving fest. Go eat. Okay, so first things first, of course, we have to try the palate cleanser, the milk chocolate chip. Every time that I call this one a palate cleanser, all of you comment saying, Timmy, you have to have eaten something before to cleanse your palate. And I get that, but also, I'm a grown-up and I can say what I want and do what I want. So it's a palate cleanser to me. But I totally get you guys and I love you, and that was just a joke, don't worry. Got my cookie cutter out once again, because I'm a real influencer. Let's just take a tiny bite of this chocolate chip one right now, because I have a lot to eat and I've tried this 1,000 times. Once again, I love it. It's perfect. A lot of people hate it. I think it's fantastic. It's ooey gooey. And what I love about it is that the big chocolate chips taste like Hershey's Kisses. Bellissima. Love it. Okay. So, palate is officially cleansed. Let's try the brand new chocolate sprinkle. Why not? Okay. So this one's not very Thanksgiving themed. Like no one has like a brownie on Thanksgiving. And this looks very brownie-ish. So let's see. Oh. This one's gooey. Very brownie-ish. Wow. You would think it was a brownie. 100%. I like it though. Okay. Napkin! So a lot of you despise when Crumbl cookies are like gooey, right? Or like undercooked tasting. And this one very much is that. It's super gooey. One of the gooeyest Crumbl cookies I've ever had. It's, oh, what happened? I almost choked on my burp. Oh my goodness, okay. The texture is like a gooey brownie, like fresh out of the oven. And it's rich, but not too rich. The flavor really is like brownie. And like I said, it is kind of rich, so if it had frosting on it, it would have been icky sweet and just like over the top. So I'm very grateful they didn't put frosting. The sprinkles do add a nice kind of crunchy texture, which is appreciated. We love that. Welcome to Crumbl! Now, does it taste like the best brownie ever? No, it tastes like a basic kind of like boxed brownie, cookie yourself, you know? But it's still very good. There's just not much more to say because it is such a simple, plain brownie flavor. I think I'm gonna give the new chocolate sprinkle one a nice 8.5. I feel like it's very strong and very enjoyable. But then again, you could just bake your own boxed brownies and it would be a lot cheaper. So do with that what you will. Okay, next up, let's try the Salted Caramel Cheesecake. Oh, that one's dense. Have I had this one before? I'm not sure, honestly. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, that cookie feels so crumbly in a very pie crust kind of way. Let's try it. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Look how thick and drippy the caramel is. I'm gonna cry. Oh! Wow! Wowie, wowie, wow, wow, wow. Hold on, one more bite. Okay. So, I think last week, Crumbl served this like Oreo chocolate cheesecake cookie. And the texture of that was very similar to this. So the cookie itself tastes like a cheesecake graham cracker crust, but just super, super, super thick and super chewy and just delectable. So it isn't too sweet. It's kind of buttery, and the chewy texture is genuinely so satisfying to bite into. Now, this white cream cheese stuff, let's taste it by itself. It tastes like a mixture of cheesecake itself and cream cheese frosting. So it's not as rich as frosting, but it's not as cheesy as cheesecake. if that makes sense. It is good though. And it is very sweet, which is actually a good thing because the cookie itself isn't too sweet, so it's just a nice balance there. And then this caramel dulce de leche stuff on top is genuinely so thick, like me, and so caramely. Like, it's such a strong, like, Werther's original flavor. You know what I'm talking about? Wow. Okay. Delectable. Decadent. I'm giving the salted caramel cheesecake 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Wow. Ooh, best one so far. Next up, let's try the Cranberry Ocean Breeze Burst. What's it called? Ocean Spray. I don't want to be sprayed by the ocean. No, thank you. Okay, here it is. The cranberries. The ocean is right there. You see it? There's a wave. Let's try it. Oh my God. This week is so good so far. Oh! Cut the cameras. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Ho ho ho. It's too early for that. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, first of all, it is a little gooey, so just watch out for that. I loved it. But the cookie itself kind of has the flavor of a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips. So it's a bit brown sugary, a bit kind of like warm in its tone and its flavor and its flavor profile. Like I said, the texture is a little doughy, but it is still a nice kind of chewy cookie. Let's talk about the ocean. I could taste the salt. I could taste the whales. I could taste the kelp. I could taste Ariel's voice. I could taste it all. In all honesty, the white chocolate chips are very creamy, very gooey, and just very luscious. And they go so well with the kind of brown sugar flavor. And then the cranberries come in and add a hint of sweetness, a hint of tartness. And they almost taste like cherries. And I love cherries. So I'm so here for that. That's a fantastic cookie. I'm giving the Cranberry Ocean Breeze Shell Fish a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay. So we have two left, maple and pumpkin pie. The maple seems very strong, so I'm gonna save that for last, and we're gonna do the pumpkin pie, okay? Okay. This is so cute and dainty. Oh. So the pumpkin pie filling looks very soft. Okay. Guys, this one better slay me. Like, I swear, I better be gagged. Mmm. Oh. Okay. Okay. I have thoughts. So, I'm kind of sad because I thought this would slay me the most, and it definitely didn't. It tastes just like pumpkin pie, but kind of like a really mediocre pumpkin pie. And you might as well just get a whole pumpkin pie for like almost the same price as this like little cookie, because it'll probably taste better than this. This isn't bad, it's just so mediocre. So the filling really does taste just like pumpkin pie, like I said, but just a little less sweet and a little more soft and a little more liquidy, you know? And then the crust itself tastes like pure shortbread to me. And because of that, it's not really giving crust. I wish it was more crust-like. I feel like it would just enhance the pumpkin pie filling more. I don't think that the crumbly shortbread texture goes well with the super soft pumpkin pie filling. Like, the textures aren't really working together. And the experience is just kind of like, okay, this tastes like pumpkin pie, but I've had better. It's very that. So, I'm a little sad, I'm a little disappointed. I'm gonna have to give the pumpkin pie one, I think, a 5 out of 10. Wow. Last but not least, let's try this maple cinnamon roll. Okay. The inside looks good. There's a thick layer of that cinnamon stuff. And then the maple frosting. Let's try it. Let me try the cookie by itself. Just cinnamon with the cookie. Much better. This frosting. I've seen enough. I've tried enough. I don't need any more bites. So the cookie itself is actually quite similar to the shortbready pumpkin pie crust cookie. They're both very crumbly. Both have light flavors. And both of them kind of lack in texture and satisfaction. Now, I will say, I really love this cinnamon crumble stuff on top. It's strong, crunchy, potent, and the cinnamon flavor is like, pow. So that part of it does taste like a cinnamon roll, but the cookie itself doesn't. And then the frosting on top is a bit too sweet. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest maple fan, but I don't like despise it, you know? It's like fine. But this is just a bit too mapley, a bit too, Little House on the Prairie, put the maple syrup in the snow, you know what I'm talking about? Too much. When I was a kid, I had this like little book. It was like a Little House on the Prairie like cartoon book. And they put like this like maple syrup in the snow and it made candy. And it always looked so delicious to me. Did any of you guys have that book growing up? It was so iconic. But this isn't it. This isn't as delicious as that book. So overall, frosting is a little too sweet and a little too mapley. Cookie is a bit too shortbready. And I like the cinnamon crumble. So I'm gonna have to give it, I think, a 4.5 out of 10. If you really love like strong maple sweet flavors, I think that you'll love this actually, but I'm just not that into that. So yeah, overall, this box had some really amazing standouts. It had some high peaks and some meh lows, but nothing was disgusting, thankfully. We love that. And this cheesecake one, I recommend 10 out of 10. This cranberry one, 10 out of 10. So those are my 2 recommendations this week if you want to get Crumbl Cookies, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I will be only posting 3 videos this week, not 4 or 5, because it is Thanksgiving week. I don't want to post on like Thanksgiving or Black Friday because everyone's gonna be busy. Hello! So I'll be posting today, Wednesday, and Saturday. So stay tuned. Love you guys so much. I'll see you next video.